Today's video is sponsored by Trading 212. They allow you to invest in real stocks and ETFs for free, and if you use our code, then you can get one stock worth up to 100 euros for free. If you're a watch lover, today I'm going to show you all the best places that you should check out if you're visiting London. Jack, I'm Adrian. This channel is just about me exploring watches, drinking coffee and chatting with you guys. So I used to live in London. I used to get asked all the time, Adrian, I'm visiting London. What are the best watch places to visit? So I thought I'd take you guys around and show you about.
We're going to start here in the world famous Hatton Garden.
Oh, yeah.
Hatton Garden is a funny one. It feels completely different from the rest of London, and it's a funny vibe because it kind of feels like a fruit market stall but with watches and jewellery, so it is a different vibe. So a couple of these places I'm going to mention, they aren't necessarily designed for us end users to buy the watches. These guys are the ones who kind of sell to other dealers. You absolutely can buy the watches. These guys are dealers, they want to make a sale, but they might look sometimes a bit rough and ready.
Hatton Garden isn't my favourite place to go watch shopping. It feels very clinical. It's everything is about the deal as opposed to about the experience. And I like experiences. I'm all about customer service, and that is important to me.
The upside of that is that there's huge amounts of stocks, and that's why these guys are the ones who kind of sell to other dealers. If you're looking for a watch and you're happy to pay the premium, then you're pretty much guaranteed to find it here.
Quick word from our sponsor. So Trading 212 is a way that you can actually own a share in one of your favorite companies. Now, Trading 212 democratizes the financial markets by letting anyone invest in thousands of real stocks and ETFs for free. You just need to get the app, open an account and start investing without paying any fees or commissions. If you use our code, then you can get one stock worth up to 100 euros for free. Let's get back into the video.
Now we're going to head off to our next location. We're going to be slowly going west. If you only have enough time to travel to one of these places, come to Bond Street Station, and then you have access to, I'd probably say, about 80% of the watch shops in London, all within maybe a 500-metre radius. Just outside of Bond Street Station, we have this place, which is Gray's Jewellery Market, and it's a funny one. It's probably the place that I've had the worst customer service. The majority of the dealers in there come across as if they're a bit jaded with what they're doing, but then it could simply be my point I made at the start around these guys are dealer to dealer people, they aren't necessarily dealer to customer people. I can't show you inside Gray's simply because there's quite high security there, but also I can't really be bothered because there's far more interesting places to go to. It's just one of those places where I feel like you need to have a relationship with the dealer and really know the dealer, as opposed to just being a random punter going in to try and buy a watch. As they always say, buy the dealer, not the watch. I kind of feel like you need to get to know the dealer first. So we're now on Bond Street, and this is kind of two Bond Streets. You've got New Bond Street and Old Bond Street, they're connected together. Bond Street is probably one of the best places for watch shopping within the world. It has pretty much every single brand down here. London is a really busy, really noisy place. So if you want a bit of peace and quiet, then it's probably a safe bet that this place will be quite quiet. The waitlist of watches you still can't get hold of, so don't expect to come to London thinking that you're going to be able to just suddenly buy XYZ, because you aren't, unless you already have a previous relationship with people. So that's a Patek salon. It's actually owned and run by Patek itself, which is pretty cool, and the customer service in there is absolutely incredible, so do go in and have a chat with them. So just off Bond Street we have the Burlington arcade, probably the coolest little watch thingy that there is in London. The prices are insane in here, but do pay it a visit because it's probably my favourite little place, really quaint and properly old school.
Real bad boy. I've got a ton of gravel in my shoes. Girl on my shoes.
There's one extra place that I want to show you within this cluster of kind of watch activity, and that is Watches of Switzerland on Regent Street. This shop is amazing. It's superb. I think it's still the biggest watch shop in Europe. There's actually a guy in the Rolex boutique there that introduced me to the Rolex Explorer.
So that's enough of Bond Street. Let's go even further west to Harrods.
Knightsbridge is where Harrods is, and there is an incredible watch scene over here. As a little extra kind of nugget, I just want to show you this. This is a Seiko boutique. This is actually owned and run by Seiko themselves. They have everything from Seiko all the way up to Credor and an awesome Grand Seiko offering. I actually know the guys who work here because they're part of Red Bar, so do go in, have a chat, and they're really, really cool people. So in Harrods, they have a whole basement area called the Fine Watch section, and they have pretty much everything.
So you're not allowed to record in Harrods, so I'm going to have to go undercover and use my iPhone.
They have Vacheron, they've got a very large Rolex boutique, they've got JLC, downstairs you've got Tudor, you've got TAG, IWC, they've got lots and lots of pieces going on here. And they've got access to a lot of things as well. This is also where you get access to the Harrods Tudor Black Bay.
Alright, well I just got kicked out. Cocky old me thought I could get away with recording on my iPhone. Luckily, the chap told me to delete the footage. But when you delete footage on your iPhone, it just goes to the trash. You can just reinstate the footage, so it's not too much of an issue.
Now I'm going to end with a little secret place I want to tell you about. It's quite hard to find. I haven't been able to document it because it's only open in a very small window. Basically, in Portobello Market on Saturday morning, you're going to have to get up quite early to get there. There is a jewellery market, and quite a few watch dealers are in this area. And you will find some awesome vintage pieces. So go check out Portobello Market on Saturday morning. Get there as early as you can. Basically, the dealers go there early in the morning, and later through the day, the good stock will be taken up by the dealers. So you need to get there relatively early. Now, I'm not going to vouch for any dealers that I've spoken about here. You're going to have to do your own research and find out the safe people to buy from. And don't ever buy something unless you're 100% sure it's what you want and what you expect it to be. As they always say, buy the dealer, don't buy the watch. It's always easy to find a watch at whatever price you want, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be a good or authentic watch. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add a detailed map on barkandjack.com. You can get access and kind of reminded of the places to visit. Again, as I say, if you're only in for a very short time, then just check out Bond Street, because it's pretty much going to encompass everything that you're going to need. All these other places are just interesting places to visit. There are different vibes from all the different areas. It's quite a fun place for watches. I'm going to do another video around the watch events and watch kind of landmarks to go visit in London, because that's a whole nother section that you can do. There's a lot of things going on with watches and London. Guys, if you like this stuff, hit that subscribe button down the bottom and that thumbs up button. Oh, and the bell icon as well. If you want to check out our straps, jump over to barkandjack.shop. Check out our website, barkandjack.com, and Instagram @barkandjack. I'll see you guys next time. Take care.